been so long that I haven't seen your face. I'm trying to be strong, but the strength I have is washing away. It won't be long before I get you by my side and just hold you, tease you, squeeze you, tell you what's been on my mind. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. Girl, I know mistakes were made between us two, and we sure our ass that night. Even said some things weren't true. Watch you go and haven't seen my girl since then. Why can't it be the way it was? 'Cause you were my homie, lover, friend. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine with me. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind with me. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up
Just thinking. Just don't get it. I honestly do not get it at all. Because if it's installed, it would show me it's there if it did detect it and I could activate it or do something, but it isn't showing it at all anywhere. I've only got the 4 drives and I normally have 5. So something has done something to the settings on it or something. And I don't get that at all. No, it won't. There's no chance of that ever happening because that PC doesn't get touched. There's no chance of that happening. Because don't forget your M.2 is plugged in and it's got a cover over it. I haven't been into the BIOS. Let me just restart, and I think it's F. I'm trying to work out because I think it's F. It's normally F2 into it or delete on some of these. Yeah. Let me restart. Yeah, I know. Let me shut it down anyway first. Just shut it down. If I shut it down, that might be better than restarting it because sometimes the cold shutdown is better.
Yeah.
I'm just shutting it down anyway. But I don't get that. I'm pretty peeved about it. It's telling me I need to do something with it.
I was talking. There we go.
Wow, that should
Hi, Ethan Master. Apologise for that. We got a bit of a problem here, so just stand by. And we're just trying to get this sorted, but give us a couple minutes or so. We will get flying soon enough, but we're having some issues here. So
no, I don't get like that. I don't, because
please stand by.
I've had no problem. Normally, you have problems with it. Things running slow, things not working, things giving you an issue. It's delete anyway, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Things giving you an issue, but I've had no problems whatsoever, and they're the worst ones.
Give it a belt to the South 50.
Hey, listen.
Oh my God.
I'm not like you.
I give it a good whack, me.
No, you don't.
Wow, you just make it worse.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's got a good smack, mate.
Or give it to Pouch first.
Give it a good belt.
With a sledgehammer and a hammer in the morning.
No,
a hammer in the evening. All over this world.
Just give it a good whack, me, now and again.
Oh, I'll give you a whack around the ear in a minute.
It's only a bloody PC at the end of the day.
Yeah, but PC costs money.
More money than you would have normally spent on it because you've damaged something inside, you see. That's the difference with PCs.
Especially not cheap to buy hardware.
That's what you used to do to tellies back in the day. You used to give them a good belt to the side. It soon work.
Well, PCs back in them day were just like made it out of steel. Waves are splashy.
That's why you can't turn.
I'll give you a turn.
Ah, it's shown back up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Needed a total reboot.
A cold start, as they call it. But what I'm trying to do is I was trying to delete everything out of the community folder. That's what I was trying to do, to reinstall them again. Do you get what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened, let me see if it'll just turn that off because I've got a massive lag on. Cool. So I think I'm gonna have to spend some money anyway. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
test.
Let me check
Okay.
the drawings.
So what, Empire? Looks like you got no floats on yours.
There it is. Where am I coming up as?
You're in a Cessna, but there's like you've got all landing gear.
Oh my god.
Dan and I go bear hunting.
He's gone through a bear.
Yeah, he's just gone through it.
You guys are showing up as floats. Black
Yeah,
and white.
but yours should do because we're all in the default, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm in default, but I got orange livery.
Oh, right, they explained it. So it's the liveries that do it then.
Obviously, sounds like it. Even though it's just a goddamn livery, not a model changed.
Yeah. The thing is, if someone hasn't got the livery, it should just put them in the standard default livery, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
You can see a ship across the road.
In the distance, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Mr. Patch, you're going the right way for a belt, mate, as well, yeah. Oh, fingers crossed you get this sorted now, 50, mate.
I'm not stressed over it or worried about it in any way. I know that sometimes when what I did, I deleted After Effects. I took that off because I haven't been using it at the moment. So I've got the original software, so I can put it back on as and when I need it. But
Even
Don't
then,
get my After Effects with
because of the liveries. So what it's done, you put a different After Effects attaches itself to all images and everything because it's a different kind of what is it called? Editing software. So where some of the files would have been to probably a different program, it's taken over that program and rewritten some of the files. Do you get what I mean?
yeah.
It's weird how After Effects works because After Effects you can do freaking so much stuff in it.
Isn't After Effects part of the Adobe Photoshop?
It is, but what After Effects does is it changes some of the files so you can edit them further.
All right.
So when I took off Adobe Photoshop
Yeah.
because I've got a newer version that's linked to After Effects
All right.
because somebody got me all the top of the range software. You know what I mean? After
Yeah.
Effects, the full version I've got, it's nearly £1,000. It's really expensive. It'll do absolutely.
yeah.
It's what the used to. Oh, you want to see some of the stuff you can do? I was so in awe when I was watching these YouTube videos. But God, it's so hard to learn. And I think when I'm installing stuff, I think they're attaching themselves to the After Effects software rather than the normal stuff. If you get what I mean. Right, I've still got that pink. I've still got that pink plane.
yeah, that'd be a livery problem.
Right, so let me just check.
Shut down for a minute.
No, I don't want that. Right, okay. At least all the liveries are there now. So, let me go to what we're flying again, guys.
Yeah,
172.
That's 172.
I like the way it makes those
Oh, I can
waves
see 'em,
behind.
yeah. Well, it says you've got the Chub Crafter. Chub Craft. There's only the two that I can see. With floats, I've got those. Chub Crafter, I've got two Chub Crafters. So why would I go for the 17? Oh, there we go. The 172. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you got the 172s. Which one are you doing? The G1000s?
Yep.
No,
that's
I've
what
got the. I think I've got the standard one.
Oh, I go for the G1000s because that's or what you call it, digital livery and
Yeah.
digital controls.
So I'll go back and change mine.
Right. Let's do the.
Can't see skis on your plane or Empire. Floats.
That one.
Because it's got a different livery.
Livery. Oh, there's no livery for this anyway, so
No.
we'll do that one.
Do the 2000 then.
Oh god, I'm stuck on land.
So if I do this, what? Okay, let's check these airport things that you put in as well. So what do you put in? BFB. BFB.
Come up with little star icons on the map.
There we go, they're down there.
Which is the Blue Fox Bay Seaplane base, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that mean that's installed then, that thing?
Yep.
Right, okay. Got the PZ05. I just want to check this before I do anything. Z05,
Just load.
which is the Waterfall Lake. Okay, all right. So I've got them. I'll do the rest. I'll have to set to go live because probably late on. So let's just see that I've got no lag. Everything seems okay. Let me get some. I've got to just do bits before I set up. Because I'm faffing about without.
Yeah, when you load in,
Right.
Dev, it's going to be dark again.
No, I've just I'm just changing to I'm going to have broken clouds, scattered clouds, I think. No, few clouds. Can't get the
This part of the world, only get about 2 hours of daylight a day, don't they?
Pretty much, yeah. If they're lucky. Don't get much daylight here.
again, it's back on the water again.
I'm spinning right around.
What? How high you going, Empire?
For the first one, not going to go that high, to be
You're only
honest.
going to go about 4,000 feet, I think. Normally in these things, we flew them last time, didn't we? We were doing about 4,000 feet, I
Yeah.
think.
You land on
Well, let me
water.
get some lights on, guys, and I'll try and get myself set up with me. I don't think the game will give me any problems. But if it does, guess what? Fucking tough. Right. Add on.
And basically, you try and land on the marker, which is just water.
If it gives you that wee trouble 50, I'll come down and sort it out and give it a good belt for you.
I ain't
There
letting
it
you in
is.
my freaking PC. I know what you're like. If I've got any trouble with anybody, I know I can count on you. But my PC, you stay away.
Yeah, I'll come down and make them smash anyone
I can
ready.
imagine you would as well.
I'm all for that kind of stuff, mate. Fuck the police. Arrest me, do what you want.
You want to push there, Dev?
Yeah, pal. Wouldn't be the first time I've been arrested.
No, I'm there.
Won't be the first and it won't be the last.
I've got my engine in idle, and I'm still moving around.
Yeah.
You come home from work and they're knocking at your door, mate. Mr. Lucas, come with me.
I'm turning around slowly.
See, Dev's got floats on his one now, but Empire...
Yeah, because we've got the same livery.
Oh, I get you. Oh my god.
It's going to be one of them nights for me. I can just see it, can't you? Honestly, I can just see it. Let me just shut this down and start this one again because I'm getting problems with everything at the moment. Oh, that's so freaking bright. What?
At least we've got wheels.
Let's turn that off. Right, let me shut this down and start it.
I'm just gonna shut down again while we're waiting.
If I shut mine down, my driver might not shut up again.
No,
I'm not doing that.
I was on about the plane.
I can imagine I'm flying and all of a sudden somebody drive goes, do you know what, 50, fuck off.
Yeah.
It'll go fuck off. I've had enough of you and your freaking gaming. Right, okay. Let me just check if I've got any lag. No, I'm fine. Right, let's go to that screen.
Don't mind me, boys.
Wow, how you reversing there, buddy?
Wow. Right, I've just shut down everything avionics. I've still got one of the screens on.
Yeah, you use the your thing still armed, your little tiny switch on the top.
I don't know anything about the plane, so what I'm going to do is learn it as we go through it. So what I'm going to do.
Sorry, Empire tiny switch on the top.
Inside, there's a tiny switch. If you look to your left, in front of you, above the red and the white.
Yeah, standby battery. Right. Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Don't see that every day, Dan. Me pushing back in water.
Have you got it set to live weather, Empire?
I do, but it's very windy.
Yeah, I know, that's why I've turned it off. I should put it on clear skies.
And the waves are very choppy. Very choppy.
You can't turn in them waves. That's what was stopping me.
The waves being choppy would be hard to turn.
So I've just put it to clear. Clear skies. Nice bit of scenery to see.
Yeah, just chilling behind this, front of this building. And he's a Canadian dude.
Do I need to set this to anything?
Not really 50,
Not
no,
really?
you just, it's basically direct.
Because it's going to be VOR anyway, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah. Gonna go up, autopilot, flight level change, navigation, done.
Just move into the water, turn around, and find a long straight bit and take off. Don't know how we're going to stop on time.
Just let it ride it out, don't you?
Yeah, just
Come in nice and slow.
and go on land. It will instant stop once you get over land. On land, put your wheels down. At least I'm on the ground with my proper wheels on.
Yeah, that's what I've done, mate. As you needed the water, you lift them up, don't you?
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, I've been loving that A330
Right,
again.
well, I've tested everything. Everything seems to be okay. So what I'm going to do is set to go live now, yeah?
Roger, Roger.
Okay.
Roger the
Alright,
Roger.
Let's do this, mofo.
Let's get physical. Basic. Oops, wrong song.
There's Uncle 50 there. Our Uncle Dev is there. Brother Empire's disappeared.
What?
Yep, you disappeared, buddy.
Back again. I was looking at the GPS.
I see 50, I see Dev, but I don't see you.
Seems legit.
Unless you're too close.
No, I've got Empire next to me. I can't see you, Dan.
The game is confined me in it.
Oh, why is it being stupidity?
I love the way the AI now's got lights on it though when you're flying without multiplayer on. And you obviously set to live traffic, all the AI's got the lights on now.
Yeah, does it say no
How do,
smoking
you, how
sign?
do you push back in this thing? Right, let's have a... Yeah, I'll have to... I know, that's what I'm thinking.
You don't.
So, but it spawned me facing the bloody... What you call it?
Put your wheels down 50.
Yeah, even if you go up into land, because if your landing gear's not down, still hit your landing gear, bring your wheels down, and it will let you move on land. Because we've parked up on the land.
I'm not. I'm in the water.
Yeah,
put
but
your-
if you head towards the land and your landing gear's down, it will
No,
allow you
I'm
to.
on. I'm literally. You'll see in a minute if you can see where I am.
Yeah, I can see you.
No, yeah, I can see you. No, what I'm saying is, if you're on the water heading towards the land, and you get caught on the land, as long as your landing gear's down, not the float, the wheels, it will let you move on the land as well.
Right. Okay.
Just remember to put it
That-
back up when you're on water again.
Yeah, that's how we got onto the land.
Yeah, he's on it.
And
Yeah,
those
but I've
trees
just
can
got
go
into a
through.
tree. That's what I'm just about. I'm just saying that to you now. I am in a tree. Hey,
I blame Empire for these. He likes trees.
Not my fault the trees are here. Wow.
Well, like the last airport, weren't your fault that all the trees were
I
surrounding it.
can't even go forward. I can't go forward or do anything.
Do you have the pushback toolbar 50?
Can I use that? Do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you for that.
I was working, is it?
Yeah.
Excellent. There's a little boat, a bloke in a little rowboat in front of you now, is there?
Yeah, he's towing him out, yeah. Oh, Dan's gone. Dan's trying to take off with that little small bit. Not see any fishes.
Well, I still can't see you, Emp. I can see Deb and 50, but I can't see you, buddy.
Lovely. I can see all three of you guys.
All right, I see, Dan. You're over there, yeah.
Oh, I can see you now, then.
All right, yep, I see everyone tonight. That's cool.
We can go fishing actually if we wanted to instead of flying. Just open up the door with a fishing rod. Be amazing. Guys are fishing. Wish it was an anchor.
Dan taken off already?
Yeah.
Right, let's start up again then.
Hey, Flux. I think I need to do another turn. Engine's on idle and I'm not even moving. Not even moving. How's it going, my man? Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world.
Well, that was a nice big little bit of a dive there, Dan.
I'm in the water now, upside down.
What
Oh
happened?
my god.
It tells you a barrel roll, but it won't let you do it.
Meet Dev.
Yeah.
I've got a guy here says he's your nephew.
Yes, you sloth, yes.
Yes, I was just thinking. He goes, I'm all good. I'm actually Dev's nephew, so I feel sorry for you.
Who, him or me?
Well, I'm going to leave that for you two to debate. Yeah, we just had some issues. I was laughing at the sound alerts. Oh, this is good, this one.
Hatch! Hatch! Fucking... I'm gonna
Halloween
strangle you,
spike.
Hey!
It's all good.
Look, it's pissing down, get in!
And then we've got, he's telling, you can't hear him.
Oh boy. After he stops screaming. Ooh!
I see my man in the morning, Mr. Keith Cheggers. How the devil are you? Halloween, welcome for you. Right, guys, I'm going to bring them into the channel. I'm not going to put no game sound on just yet, but guys, you are now live on the 50 Plus Gamers channel. Please do not swear. Mr. Dan, would you like to say hello? He's sorting his dog out. Dev, would you like to say hello?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Wonderful. And we have got Mr. Empire.
Hello?
And we have got Jimmy Butler. I'll get you, Butler. How are you, Jimmy? Right, I will put the camera on. Okay. What am I going to use today? Let's go for that one. Okay. So, 50 is here. I can't remember a lot on this plane. And when I'm in the mood that I'm in, because I've had some issues with the update. But if my game disappears, it means my drive has decided not to work properly. Right then, guys. So,
Hey,
let me
Keith.
work out what we've got to do here. We
What's
just
up,
fly
my
by.
man?
Great Halloween mask. Oh, Jimmy, you're out of. That's it now. That's it. It's gone. That's it. No, I'm not. I'm not having that. I will not have that.
We'll take off
I'm
soon.
not having that. I am not having Jimmy Butler coming into my channel and talking to me. You've got that screen, or I can do that. I'll do the large one to wind him up. I'm not having it. Oh, let me sound. It didn't. You played the horror sound, and I got no alert. Why? Oh no! I think Twitch is playing up as well. I should have had an alert come up. Oh, I know why you didn't see it. Wrong screen. I haven't installed it on this screen.
Would
Okay,
help.
that's what it's all about, boys. I haven't done it on this screen. Right, let me get comfortable. Okay, I'm going to put that back on and say, Butler, look after yourself, mate. Great Halloween mask. Right, okay, so. Oh, I can just, this is already set in anyway, isn't it? I'm just trying to remember this plane. AP, FDs. Oh, everything's on, isn't it?
Yep.
No, FDs weren't on. Okay, FDs were not on, they're on now. What else we got? Altitude hold, and we've got the up and down for that. So let's do that now. And we
Pretty
will
much.
go. Oh my God.
Say hello.
Oh God.
Right, what are we going up to about 4,000?
To my friend,
You're
Mr.
right,
Bear.
You can do what you like.
I'm just gonna fly to 10, 25, 15,000 feet.
What?
Nah, not really.
So you look at some of these trees, you might need a bit more than that.
No, I reckon 4,000 feet should be more than enough.
Yeah, no, Empire said 15, didn't he?
Oh, you can go at 15, you can. Goddamn.
Well, 15
We'll go
feet.
to... I will set mine to 4,000 feet. Flight level control, AP approach, nav. We'll need the nav on anyway in a minute when I put AP on. Altitude, That's your altitude hold, so that's set. Wonderful. I'm just remembering stuff, guys, because I haven't flown this for ages, and it used to be one of my go-to planes. Right, I've got to work out how to push back. Oh, here, let's have a look. See if I can do this.
Put the water.
Oh God, this is going to be so much fun. I can just see it's going to be so much fun. Oh God, 50. Oh God. Oh God. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Drive forward. Keith, back off.
It is.
Oh, we need a few flaps, don't we? That would help. Although you don't really need flaps with these things for takeoff here, would you really?
You've got unlimited space for taking off.
Yeah, I'm just coming down to where you guys are.
Oh,
Takeoff, departure announced, straight out. Oh, let's put some game sounds on as well, that would help. Mr. V. Bruce, how the devil are you, sir? Taking fish to a new level. Me? Joking, aren't you? Taking fish to... Me? Moi? Never.
and I'm floating back towards the island.
I'm on his wing with a fishing rod. I would tip this plane so that you would fall off. I used to watch you with my uncle. Oh, okay. I think I can remember, to be honest. Sloth, I can remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's seen you a few times.
Yeah.
And all that lot.
Oh, does he actually play the games?
I believe he's, I'm not sure if he's got them now, but I know he used to when he was when he used to come to the mining state.
Yeah, because if he wants, he can join us, you know.
Oh god, the
Right,
terrible
okay then,
twins
boys.
in the channel.
Okay. Right, this is going to be fun. They don't stop, do they? They keep moving.
They don't stop.
Don't forget you'll
Right,
be
so
drifting with the wind and the waves anyway.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, you need to get their things up. That would help. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, this is fun. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh. It's taken off the opposite direction.
Who, me?
Oh, whoever
Yeah.
just took
Hey.
off. Oh, it makes splashing noise in the water. How good is that?
God, I don't even know how to... Oh, this is going to be too much, what you call it for me? Too much concentration.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
you'll
a-
be alright.
Oh boy. I was dropping down.
Well, watch that ship ahead of you, Empire.
Oh, it'd be fine.
He will be, but you might not be. Right, so we now need to return.
Oh, looks amazing.
I've got to get these controls sorted out. God damn. Altitude hold, that's on now. Where's my V? Put the V on. Let's do that. Now I should start to rise. Rise, my brother.
I'm just gonna fly
Rise.
this bit manually.
There we go. Rise, my brother. God damn, that was tough. Right, so if I now put the nav on, hopefully we'll see what happens with this goddamn plane. Bam! No. Oh god.
Gears up for water landing.
Wait, what?
Gears up for water landing.
What?
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Once I have my set of firewood light, yeah, you can definitely. Is food being served? Do you know you? God damn, no, there is no food being served.
I got a warning message coming up. She's saying,
Yeah, I got one as well.
gear up for water landing. Gear up to water landing. Keeps repeating itself.
Yeah, have you put your gear up?
Yeah, it is up. But
Oh.
I'm still getting a message inside.
How can you read those small
Wow.
buttons? To be honest and truthfully, if I zoom in enough, I can read them. They don't seem to be that clear at the moment like they do on the other planes. Why is it that I'm hitting my nav and it's not working, guys?
Maybe your autopilot's not on.
No, auto AP's on.
Have you done
I
your
think-
little CDI button set it to GPS?
Oh, that's what it is then. Where's that one again? Oh, here.
Yeah, you're already set on it.
Yeah, I thought I am because it's purple. But when I hit nav, I have to hit nav 1, don't I, something?
No, just the nav button.
Here's up for
Yeah,
water
which I've done, look, which is here. And it's not even turning. What am I doing wrong again, guys? Oh, oh God. Let's turn it. Right, AP's off. AP's on. It's not doing anything. It's not following home. Oh God. Oh God. Oh gosh.
Told you, boys, these planes are rubbish.
Stop it. Thought the gears were all. Oh, okay. Look. That's gear down, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Right. That's gear up. So why is it telling me that? Oh, come on, Empire. What have you done?
What?
It keeps telling me gears up for water.
I know,
landing.
if you look at your where it says smoking, there is a tiny little switch. There's a switch here that a tiny silver switch that goes up and down that you can activate or
Here's up for
deactivate
water
it,
landing.
like menu
I've
or
done it,
to
I've done
nose.
it, yeah,
Here's up
thank
for
you.
water landing.
It changes blue or whatever.
By the way, right, I'll have to take the heading off. Oh, there you go. That's what it was.
The heading switch, yeah.
Oh, you had your heading switch on.
I think that's what I had, but now it's decided to do what I want it to do. Oh, hang on. No. Because I should be turning round, according to this.
Yeah, so mine keeps getting saying it's stalled in now, so.
No, I'm all right for speed. Because I'm climbing. I think what it is, I'm climbing a little bit too fast. So let's take that down slightly.
You've got your heading switched on, that's why.
I haven't. I turned it off.
There's heading
Right, look, I turned
HDG.
it off and then I hit nav. It's what I mean.
Click it again. Have.
Oh. GPS ROL. When I click it again, it's got GPS off. GPS is on. If I put heading hold, then it changed to H. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gone off. I'm going to do it manual anyway. I'm going to try and see if I can put heading hold on, and then I can do it myself.
I just went in a complete circle because I think.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it myself now. That's it. I'm doing it myself. You are clicking on the right screen button. What? Doesn't matter what button I click on. It says freaking here. Look, nav. Don't start on me, Jaffa Cake. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, because we
I've
don't
had a
have Jaffa
tough
cakes.
day. I tell you what I did have the other day. Black currant Jaffa Cakes. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh
No.
no.
Oh, what?
What?
Move the screen's gone off.
Do that again?
Move the screen's gone off.
Your other screen's
so
gone off. I thought you only had one.
I've got two.
Right, I think I'm on course now, boys.
No, mine's just stalled, no matter what I've done.
Oh, Dev is
Speed.
dead.
It's your climb rate.
No, it wasn't. I was only doing 300 feet per minute.
Oh, what the hell's going on there? I'll go switch it back on.
Plug the
Right,
maybe
I
the
think
cable's loose.
I'm good now, boys. Okay, 50 is good now. 50 is good now, look. Yay!
I'm holding at 2500.
I've got
Join the
no idea
views.
what's going off, but it's all fun.
I'm just enjoying the views.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. It's
Right, I need to look ahead.
right. I am now just coming up to 3,500 feet, doing 55 nautical miles. These things only top out at about 101 anyway, don't they, if I remember rightly?
Yeah.
I'm doing 120 actually. But in
What are you
climbing,
flying then?
same as you, but I'm not climbing anymore.
Oh, I'm still climbing. I've got about another, 400 feet to go, and then I will be on cruise, and I'll catch you up. I'm deliberately going to catch you. Right, let me just check what's going off here as well.
Come on, over there. Have you seen the side of the lake, boys?
Yep. You can
By
do
the
it.
time I get to cruise, little bit, is Dev the only one who is listening to his plane saying, pull up, pull up? He's got no choice, has it? He's got no choice, that's why. How we doing, Dev?
We've restarted, but as soon as I took off right away, it's saying stalled. So
Oh, that's where I've got to go. Okay, so let me sort my plane out.
I'm heading out to
head
come back
over.
in.
I'm just going to try and get myself on the...
Jesus.
Is that
Christ.
the distance? Oh my God, by the time I've bloody got there, I'm going to have to land.
Well, I just followed the GPS and then had to go all the way out to line myself in because the landing spot is the opposite direction.
So I don't. Where is the actual landing spot? Oh, I'm coming
Just
now.
on
Anyway,
water.
I'll have to do a go around. Dev might have taken off with too much flaps. Yeah, in these it could have been the problem.
no, I didn't have no flaps on when I took off.
There you go then. So that's you told little Buddha. Stop
And then
it.
then I put it to one flap, and it was still.
Pack it in, Buddha.
They're professionals, you know.
Dev's a pro pilot, or he's a pro something.
Bro sub, yeah, there it is.
Oh my God, what am I doing now?
Hey, don't call me a pro to it. I've never charged you.
Well, true.
We're landing.
You know,
We're going to land at
I
Danger
get
Bay.
special privilege.
Oh, mate. My plane's gone to hell. Restart. Yeah.
What?
Just flying around in bloody circles, no chance.
What are you doing flying around in circles?
That's why I started again.
Do you know what? Honestly and truthfully, let's turn this autopilot off, because these things, the distance, fly the frigger on your own.
I'm bouncing on water. I'm bouncing
I'm
on
flying it.
water.
I'm going to have some fun. Right, there's Empire. So that's where we're landing. Is it just there?
Yep.
Oh my God, Mr. Devex is coming in with a goddamn 44 months now when I'm going to land.
Yeah.
Honest to God, how dare you? Dev, thank you very, very much for that. Awesome. Oh, do you know what? They all work. Hang on a minute. I'm just trying to do this and do that and do this and goddamn do that and goddamn do this and let's do another one of those for it. I'm not putting 44 in.
Why not?
Because it's too many. Thank you for that, Dev. I appreciate that, mate.
Always a pleasure. Always a
I
pleasure.
know, I know. Right, 50 is far too high. I know. Yeah, there you go. That's sorted it, hasn't it? I want to get as low as I can. Let's take that off.
Get close to the marker as possible too.
Are you where you are? Are you actually as close? You landed now, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm
And you're on the marker.
pretty much.
If you put on autopilot, do you get an inflatable pilot like on Airplane the movie? Ah, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. You are such a pain. Trying to wind 50. While he's in there, oh my god, here comes another one that winds me up. Mr. Ton, good evening, 50 plus gamer. Halloween don't test me. I have yesterday by the Microsoft. Do you know something, Ton? I swear to God, I'm going to get you a keyboard. Yes, I think I know what you mean.
Oh, excellent.
Right, I'm going to...
That gives him something else to chase you around on.
Oh, I can't wait till we do what you call it, Wreckfest. I swear to God, I'm having him.
One land.
yes.
He's going to be my number one go-to crash. I be not scared. I tell you something, you better be scared, my brother. Let's put a flap on here.
Gears down for runway landing.
You better be scared, bro.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for
Do you
runway
know
landing.
the marker is actually this first part of the lake? You know that, don't you?
Yep. I'm literally on the
Gears
marker.
down for runway
You
landing.
can't be.
I'm
Gears
close
down
to it.
for runway landing.
Oh, okay, because according to... I'm going to literally...
Gears
I'm going to
down
go
for
that
runway
way.
landing.
Never, brother.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Do you know what I keep thinking? I want to put the landing gear down, but you don't in these until you're actually in the water, do you?
Yeah.
Does it not put the flaps, them thingy flaps down?
What
Don't you have to hit this button for that? Yes, you do. I want to check something.
That's for your landing gears.
Yeah, but I want the... Which one puts the flaps down at the back?
That's already down. That's automatic down. As soon as you get in the water, you can turn with your rudders.
Oh, God. Oh, gosh. That's my fault. That was my fault because what I was doing, I'd already taken half the power off so that I could come in properly here. Oh, this is fun. Right, 50's coming in now, boys. This is going to be a good landing, I can tell you that now. Okay, let's just take the power down. I've got flaps 1 on. That sounds like a G-net in the cap. Honestly. I'm not listening to you guys because you're just winding me up.
Gears down for runway
Watch
landing.
your speed.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
No, I think you've got the wrong sat-nav set up there, Dan. If it's telling you what's your speed. Or you're trying to make 50 feet at home.
Hey, don't have a go at me.
There it is.
I think I'm going to go off the end of this, or I might be able to do this.
TOS system test. Okay.
Oh, God, I'm not. I'm going to go into the... Can you turn around the corner on this? You better be able to. Let's put it that way.
Of course you can.
Oh,
Just
God.
use your rudder.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh, here you go. Oh!
Oh, gosh. No, that ain't going to work for me. I'm going to go
Hey,
around and do it
goodbye.
again.
What's up? Oh.
No! I crashed!
Wait, what?
Oh, no! Okay. No, I crashed. Oh, Val, that was... No, stop it. Don't nobody laugh because that was not funny. I had this.
Go
No,
on, yeah,
but
I'll
I
come
ha-
down and get it.
I had this
Where did you end up? I can't see you
because
anymore.
when I went up, yeah, it turned to the left and I tried to recover and it went straight into the ground.
Oh.
Listen, guys, that is not why I stream. Oops, I didn't think you wanted that. Oh, for God's sake, that's not good. I haven't done this for a while, guys. Please, stop it.
It'd be worse.
Oh, God damn. I'm not happy now. I'm not happy. 50's not happy now. That's it. Not happy. I need to have a drink. Hey, guess what, guys? I have got some sangria.
Ah.
I have got sangria. Yeah, man. Yeah, 50's got some sangria.
Well, we've got Devix to come yet.
Right, okay. Devil crash.
Of course I will.
I
Yeah,
was
crash.
coming in.
Devil crash on water.
It's a shame you can't just click on it. Dev's coming in here now, look, guys. We've got Dan Luca. Oh, they've disappeared.
Yeah, Dan's there. Well,
I thought he landed.
He restarted again.
Oh, God. I thought he... There we go.
Oh, here
you
he
guys
comes.
have gone...
I can
Right,
see
Dev's
someone
doing
coming
a
in.
go around. You're too far away from the marker, Dev.
Oh, the
no,
runway's grass here.
that's because I'm turning to come in
Oh,
for it.
don't give me excuses now. Because... Oh, there it's turned. That's it. It's turned.
Now, who's the third person?
This is not a water runway, this is an Empire. This is grass.
Yeah, it is.
I can see a runway though.
The water runway is actually before it's on water where I'm at.
Yeah, it's on water. Come on, Dev, talk to me.
You don't usually see water
I'm
runways.
concentrating. I'm turning.
I'm
Right,
going
Dan's
around it.
crashed.
The grass on me.
Dan's crashed, that's it. So Dan crashed.
No, I'm still going, mate. Look, you see
Can't
me
be.
now.
Why? You've seen how it shows them at different places. Look, we've just seen Dan coming in.
Dan's trying to land on land. Wow.
He can't land on land. He can't.
He
I'm
is.
not landing on land. No, I'm not.
No, we're on about Dan.
Oh, right.
Oh, is this taking off again?
Yeah, I want to land on that little strip there.
Yeah, but this is...
Can't. You got. It's a water. You're supposed to land on water.
That's why we do seaplane things. If you land
I'm
on...
gonna have a serious word with Mr. Dan 1878 in a minute.
Make an appointment at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
I've crashed.
Yeah, I thought so. And you know why I'm happy? Because I wasn't on my own.
Main menu.
Dev,
Continue.
don't crash because I don't want to be alone for a good landing.
We are going to.
Oh, no. Oh my, Dev's dead.
Oh, Dev.
It's upside down.
P-Z05.
You guys are
Dev,
coming
you
in
didn't
too
crash, did you?
fast.
P-Z02.
You guys are coming in too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast.
I'm not. My next one's going to be a perfect landing, guys. I promise you. It's
If
going to
I,
be.
Your fingers
if I
crossed.
came in any slower, I would have stalled before I even hit the water.
It's going to be spectacular. My next one is. Honestly, it's going to be so good. You're going to be so proud of 50.
Oh
You
my
guys are
god.
going to be so proud.
Have you seen the next one we're landing at? Bloody hell.
I'm sure Empire does this deliberately. You know, I'm having him
He
after.
does,
I'll have a chat.
alright,
I'll have a
yeah.
chat with him afterwards as well.
Chat, is that all?
Why did I start? Oh, so you can actually take off before you get to the water on this one. That's good. Oh, you have to ferry down to the water, I take it, yeah?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you ferry down to the water on this one.
Or take off on this bit of strip.
No, that's not. You've got to go in the water. Oh, actually, looking at it, no, you can't. Oi, 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 oi.
Okay.
I tell you what I do like about these.
What the flip?
Go on.
The fact that you can actually fly them just VOR. I think that's what I'm going to do because they're not long, are they? Oh, here we go. I'm just going into the water now. I have to be careful I don't sink. Are you up, Empire?
No, I just started my
I thought-
engines.
Oh, I thought you took off.
That's
Right,
me.
we're now
What plane are
trying to
you
get
in
into
then,
the
Dan?
water.
I took off on the grass, me.
Honestly, it defeats the object. doesn't
What's the
it?
point of having seaplanes if you guys are just going to take off from land?
I'm not. I'm going on the water like I was told.
Yep, I'm taking down to the water.
I'm on the water, look. I'm going to turn round.
Oh, you piece of...
I'm trying to work out why this plane will not turn around properly, so let's put a bit of rudder on. That's why you need a bit of power. then it will turn. Okay, so let's just drift now while I set things up. Right, so what have we got here? Altitude, let's go for... I put that on, will it stop? Yes, it will. Okay. Okay. Let's go for something like...
I'm going 2,000.
I'm going to go 3.5 then. We'll set, I don't think I will need a climb rate. So if we go for that and we go for to climb at 4, we'll go, I think I've already got one flap on, which I have. Let's get my heading hold set. Goddamn game. Oh God, oh gosh, oh gosh. Let's put heading hold on. Actually, let's take that off because I know what I'm like. Okay, let's go. Should we do this, boys? Oh gosh. Let's go.
I'm ready behind you.
I'm going to try and get to a speed so it can lift on its own because it ain't easy with this thing. Oh God. Oh gosh.
Pony boys.
Oh, that was shocking.
I hate these little planes, me.
And up and away.
Woo! It takes a lot of concentration, tell you that now, this goddamn thing. Right, let's have a look what I'm looking like. Oh God, oh God. I was already at 2,000, God knows what. Oh, is it because we're below a certain height it's telling me that gear's down for a runway landing?
Don't know.
Probably, yes.
Right.
Oh, this is not a fun plane to fly at all.
Well, your pilot's on and I can relax. Yeah, yeah.
Right. I think I can relax now, but what I need to do is get my headings set. There's a lot of concentration here, boys.
There is, isn't there?
I'm just trying to get, I'm going to try and get myself literally online here with this magenta line as well. Oh God.
Oh.
beyond
let's put
2,000
that
feet is
on.
fine.
I am now where I need to be. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this thing. Let's get those up.
Where's Stan?
Yeah, no.
It's probably.
I'm still here.
Oh, are you?
Okay.
No, I'm on about in the skies. I can't see you.
I can see
He's
you
over
guys.
to
I think
my left.
I'm ahead of you.
I see a sunlight.
Hello?
Can't see 50 though. I can see Empire. I can see Dev.
I'm glad you can't see me because you're over to my left anyway.
I can't see any of you.
Oh, I can see you.
Where?
I can see you right ahead of me. You're at 2,000, just over 2,000 feet.
Okay.
50 over to my right.
Yeah, I can see you both. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm poor.
Unfortunately, I can see you both. All right, I'm doing 100 and something, so let's look at getting this thing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on max.
There we go.
A320 flight after this, boys.
What?
Get rid of these little crappy planes.
No, 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 no.
Number 1 in 50s chat if you think these planes are crap.
Ah, boy. What, in real life? Yeah, they are rubbish in real life, aren't they, Dev? They're crap in real life, yeah.
Even in sim, they're crap.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
real
do not
life,
stop
yeah,
it.
yeah.
How you doing, Minimeat? You okay anyway?
Just bearing
You
in mind,
handsome devil.
Yeah, Mini
real
Meep is crap
life,
as well. Oops.
I would say, just bear in mind in real life, it might be crap, but you probably won't get far without starting off in one.
Well, isn't this the plane of choice for training, the
I
Cessnas?
think it is, yeah.
That one or the Piper.
Well, it wouldn't be a water plane, would it? But I understand it might be a basic 172 Cessna.
Yeah. Even the 152s are good for training in.
Dan,
Yeah.
there's a guy in my chat that agrees with you, and he's put all these ones in the channel. I don't know what he's done that for. He's called Dan 1878. Is he a friend of yours?
He must agree with me. See, we know we got
Yeah.
sense, that me and that Dan. These are crap planes, these.
You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
God, look at it. Right, okay, so to be fair,
Perfect timing there, Empire.
this
I know,
altitude
right?
down a little bit. So I don't really need to go that high, do I? There we go. Oh, that's moving. Oh, hang on.
Spot the trees, guys.
Why?
Spot the trees.
Hold it at, what's that, 3? Hold it at 3. Yeah, we'll stay there. We will stay there, thank you, Dan, the man. Now, Dan, from my point of view now, do you see how you can look around and see all the scenery and everything? Look.
You can see it from 37,000 feet.
Oh, for
Oh,
God's
boy.
sake, man. You can pack that in.
No,
37,000.
I do get what you're saying. Like, you can see scenery from nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
low, but I'd fly the A320 at 3,000 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
you would. I know you would.
You land it or no, you would probably land on the ocean bed if it had floats.
You're going to have to come up a little bit. You are, you know, Empire.
Nope.
Where
Oh,
are you?
are you going to follow the? You're going to follow the water line.
It says 2 minutes out. So I'm descending already for landing.
Oh
I
gosh,
think.
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yep. See that with that island that sticks out a bit
I'm
round
going to
the
hit flight
corner.
level changes. See if it does it automatically. No.
Once we pass that, it's just round the corner. So I'm slowly descending manually.
Yes, right.
No, I'm going to use the controls.
That looks nice actually. Flying along the coast.
Let's take that off. So looking at this, we're literally landing just along that little edge, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This thing reacts so goddamn quick.
Feels more heavier too,
Yeah.
especially taking off.
I don't seem to have control of this goddamn plane. Oh dear God, I haven't even got control of the plane. Oh dear gosh.
Are you landing in the lake bit or the sea bit?
It's
Well,
close
I'm
to
going
it.
to go round, I am.
I'll have to do a little circle because there's no way.
I'm getting close to it, basically. You can actually just land anywhere on water and then just taxi to it.
No, that's not the way to do it. I'm going round. I'm going to do this properly.
Yeah, I'm going to try and land with at 70 knots of speed.
It looks like it's just over the other side.
But I can see it. Let's get closer. Oh, bounce. Oh. Yay.
Gears up for water landing.
Where are you? Just in the little lake bit.
Gears up for water
Oh, I
landing.
see. Yeah, see your light.
It's by the shoreline.
Didn't you land in the lake bit then, Pike? Land in the sea bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I went into the lake bit, me.
Ooh!
Yeah, I'm going for the lake.
Oh, the lake bit, that's not where... Huh? Well, did that... The lake bit?
I'm just turning round on an approach to come in.
Well, I'm looking at where the so-called anchor is, and it's where I'm literally
Yeah, it's
disappeared.
right by the, there's like a little, like a harbour area, isn't there?
Yeah, where you can see some two bears.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see the bears from up here, but
I'm just turning round now.
And I think I just ruined someone's beach holiday.
oh, you haven't.
Yeah, I think I just knocked over the picnic baskets.
Wow.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Oh, shut up telling me gears down for runway landing. I know it is.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Oh.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
It gears down for... I'm already landed and it's... yeah.
I know.
How do you make him shut up?
Right, I'm going for a land.
Just go click on gear advisory every time it goes off. I'm down.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, 50's gonna crash again. Oh god, oh no, I've crashed again.
Wow.
Why can't I get this right?
Low
Well, let's
speeds.
put it this way. Let's put it this way. I was coming in at low speeds. I can't get no nearer to the mark than I am.
Yeah, that's true.
Down.
Oh, this is
It does bounce a lot.
It does bounce, yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason it bounces a lot is because we're coming in too fast.
No, it
Yeah.
can't be because I was just coming at 50 knots.
Too fast.
It's not too fast. 50 knots is still bouncing.
I give you bounce, Dev.
With no throttle, eh?
I give you a bounce.
We're going
Oh,
to
this is guys, help me out here.
AED. Oh, this is 23 minutes. This is a bit of a bigger flight. Happy days.
I was close.
Low altitude airways.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
There are some trees surrounding me.
Are you playing Days Said in the flight sim again? Hiding yourself.
I've got to do a decent flight here, guys. This is just embarrassing.
Telling me.
Wow.
Gears
P
are up
said
towards
okay.
landing.
Oh,
I'm normally better than this.
make sure you select runway 6, guys.
What is it? PO2 now, isn't it? PZO2.
Oh my god, why is the weather still going to this crap?
Yeah, runway 6, P said O2 to E at
We're going to
AED.
AED.
AED. And runway 6 is literally spawn on the water.
God damn. I need to do a decent landing at least once.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dev.
It's embarrassing, honestly. I blame chat. I'm blaming chat for all this. I'm sorry.
Which
I
chat?
reckon I could take a 320 and land it without the gears down.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, let me get myself set up first. That would help.
No. Oh, it's cones. I see cones, boys.
Eh?
I see cones.
See cones.
Yeah. Oh boy. Stuck.
Okay. Let's go at 3. Altitude, I'm going to go for 2,000.
Right, number 3 now, aren't we?
Okay.
24 minutes.
FD should already be on. Let's just check.
What runway did you say?
6.
Higher?
Runway 6.
Okay.
Runway 6, right.
Oh, you piece of.
Altitude. That's fine. That's fine.
When you
Just
spawn,
give
Dev,
it-
you'll see some cones. And you probably see me stack. Hey!
Flat. Okay. Not my fault. I was only lurking. Stig Vader, my man.
Where are you? Let's see if I can see where you are.
I'm literally,
Oh.
you literally threw me.
Oh. Oh, we've got to go through the cones, yeah.
No, don't go through the cones. You take off in front of us on the clear bit of strip of water.
You take off that side, do you? Or do the side?
Just take off here. Come on, put the gears down.
I think we need to turn around 50.
Say again.
I think we need to turn around.
What? No. No, you can. No. Oh, hang on. I thought we was going this way. No, I'm going the right way. I am.
But these are going this way.
Yeah, they can go that way. That's them.
There's plenty of space here.
Oh God, this is fun. I just want to get in the water and then...
I'm taking off.
Bandiski! Bediniski, thank you for taking the time to hit that follow button. According to this, I am going the right way.
I'm behind you, mate. I'm following you.
Well, I'm on the magenta line. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Bed! Thank you for using your Twitch Prime subscription. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I think I'm up. Yeah, I was right, Bedinski. Thank you very, very much. I think the... Oh, Sloth, thank you for using your Twitch Prime on 50's channel. You know what? I'm not getting no.
Ooh.
Do you know what? This gear's down for runway landing and everything is putting me off.
At least it's straight
I've got
in.
a funny feeling there's another button that you use, you know.
See that odd? Is you keep on saying it to you 50?
Yeah.
See if you go to the where it says smoking prohibited to your right.
Yeah, I know the button. I've seen the button.
I just pressed that, me.
Hold on. I think there's a switch that you can turn off the... Oh, you can turn off the... you can turn it off. If you hit that switch, all the blue lights go off. I don't know if that's going to help.
No,
me.
it still
Oh,
does
no,
it for me.
doesn't work. It doesn't do nothing. Shut up.
I'm going away from this plane.
What plane?
The Cessna.
Well, what was wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it.
It keeps stalling.
Well, he don't stall it.
There are.
Do you know
For
what I
number
would
one, if
say?
50's chat, Dev.
Give it more throttle.
I was on max throttle, so
I'm taking a different plane on the next one.
I'm leaving it slowly.
Take that icon, I think. Give that a whirl.
Oh, shut up.
At least it doesn't say konnichiwa, konnichiwa, konnichiwa.
I'm
Or
gonna
low
water
fuel.
Goddamn landing. Right. Keep it nice and steady and climb 50.
500.
Right, okay. Okay, so now let me hit that button there and that one there. Let go. Okay, there we now. Speed bird simulation just flight just released the Hawk T1, better known as the end arrow for I don't know what that is, bargain. I don't know any of that. Just flight. Oh, just flight just released the Hawk T1, better known as the Red Arrows. Right, there we go. For £32. It's a bargain. Thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's have a look what I'm doing, because I can't see what I'm doing inside the cockpit. Right, we're up. We are up. I am way off the mark, so let's go for nav. Why is the nav not working on this goddamn thing? That's what's annoying, mate. I just can't get the nav to work. You think it's broken?
Nope.
Oh, hang on, it's... No, it's not that one either. That's GPS. If I put my heading hold on, it will turn towards that. Right, okay, here we go. Let's do that instead. Okay, I think I am following you guys now. They are awkward to fly though. Let's get that down here because I feel like I'm up. There we go.
It says do not check screens. So should I check your screens?
No, you shouldn't.
Huge big sticker in front of the two screens.
The red arrows RAF display plate. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, we've flown them before. We've flown them in FSX. The red arrows. We did a decent thing on that. It was quite good, wasn't it? Which screen are you trying to change, the left or the right one? No, I'm not trying to change any screen. That one is showing you where your magenta line is. This one is showing you your GPS and the heading of the runway that we've got to land on. So you can still do the altitude, whether it be on this one or that one. If I hit nav, it makes no difference whether I hit nav GPS on this one or that screen, because they're all linked to one central navigation system, but it's showing you the map view on your right hand screen, and on your left screen it's showing you all your speed, altitude and everything else, and that's the GPS. So I want to get myself back on that line, which is here, and then I can just, but I don't know why when you hit nav it will not just follow the magenta line, which is theoretically what it's supposed to do. AP is on because it's lit, altitude hold is on, yeah, and the heading GPS is on. So I should just be able to hit nav and it should follow the magenta line. Now, whether you have to have nav 1 on and then hit nav, no, it's just not working. It ain't working, guys. So I'm doing it manual.
Empire and Dev disappeared again, man.
No, I've got them in front of me. They keep, when they go into the menu, they disappear.
I don't see anyone.
I've just seen you in front of me. If I come out, I can see Dan.
I'm to your right, aren't I, 50? You're to my left.
Yeah.
Oh, you've disappeared now.
Dev's disappeared now. I don't see Dev.
Oh,
and
I see two lights behind me.
You won't. I'll shut it down.
Oh, what?
What? What?
I can't be bothered with it tonight.
Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Because it keeps stalling on you, isn't it, you said?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. Full flaps, different type of flaps, take off. Although it's reading sort of like 70, 80 knots, it's saying I'm
Yeah.
stalling.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, that, Dev.
No.
Mowing alarm. No, mowing the lawn. Oh my God. Thank you very, very much for hitting that follow button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. We are mowing the lawn. Lord have mercy, we're mowing the lawn. Right, I'm going to try and take this a little bit over that way so that I can get myself back online.
Moved away from the line.
I'm trying to... Oh, so you can land?
Yeah.
Well, if I stay here then, and I think what I need to do is start to slow down now. So let's just take a bit of pressure off here. Because you can, I'm looking at where we can come in, there's like a gap. So the best way to come in is over to the left
And then coming from the into the right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was. So I'm going to do that now. Slow this baby down more.
I'm zooming in and out between the map as well.
No, I've got the map open. Oh yeah, so you can see the distance. Yeah, I can see the gap. If you come in at that angle there, it should be spot on.
Look like
me
it's
take this
through
down to the
through the gap like a river.
Yeah,
We're
that's
passing
it.
through
Yeah,
the
you've
river.
got it. Take that down to 13. Let's do that. Nice and steady. Take some speed off so I can stay. There we go.
Saying I've got 11 minutes. What?
Well, I'm going to go manual. How's the sky treating you today, 50? Honest and truthfully, nauseum, it is being an absolute pain in the complete. That's all I can say. I've not done a good landing yet, which is a pain. I think chat at the moment have been well, I'll say chat's been winding me up, but Jaffa Cake's been his normal self. Speedbird has just notified me that there is a plane that I think I should fly, but I'm not paying £32 for it.
It's the one we mentioned last night, wasn't it?
What was that, sorry?
Yeah, that's the one Dan I was mentioned about last night.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Obviously, it's released.
I learned a story about my grandfather recently that late. He was so he was a pilot. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh God. Right, where are we?
Oh,
so
that's good. Not too.
I'm at 1,000 feet, just coming down to 1,000 feet, nice and steady. What am I totally? You're not innocent. You don't know what that word means. You've got no idea about being innocent, my brother. Let's just take that down a little bit more because we're at that. Let's just drop that. 7,000 feet. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a bit of fun. Right, I'm going to take control because this is... Oh, Jaffa Cake, no, don't do that. Coming in with 1,000 bits. God damn!
This one might be easier because there's a ship right on the marker. Cruise ship or fishing ship.
Honestly, I'm no good at either, mate. That's all I can say. Doesn't matter what you give me, plane-wise. Or I guess I'll share now. There was a competition at his airfield for who could land closest to this line. Of 4, they drew on the landing strip. He was the first contestant and he landed his front wheel directly on the floor. Oh, well done. I was going to give you a round of applause then, but I don't have the applause set up, so I'll go. Right, slow down 50. Trying to hold at 640. Try and get this speed right down. What did you say, Dev? 50?
Yeah, I came on the last one about 50 and it still bounced a bit.
Okay, I'm going to try and come in lower. I'm going to try and come in slower than that. Like what Empire said, you can do it and you can try and just float up to the line, can't you?
I'm doing 40 and I still bounce, but not as much.
Seriously. When I used to fly the ones on FSX, you never used to bounce. It used to be a lovely landing at a certain speed.
Yeah, but that was FSX, remember?
Oh, this is giving you more realistic. There are many stories about him. He was a terrible sharp man. A terrific. I think you meant to put a terrific sharp man. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. A terrifyingly sharp man. Okay. Right. I'm at 500. Slowing down now. Let's put a flap on just to give me a bit of lift. That's
Oh,
better.
there's a
150.
pier.
We're gonna go to the pier then.
Yeah, it's a small pier that we can get off. Going towards it now.
Dan's coming in. A little bit too fast on the descent.
Probably crashing the pier actually to help us stop.
Now I'm trying to control this one. This is a lot better for me, although I'm doing 84, but I am descending. Another flap on. There we go. That's taking my speed down a bit, which is nice. I've gone full flaps now.
Oh, you piece of...
I'm at 300. Hold it at 300.
The bird.
$200 feet, nice and steady. 50. You can do it. Have I got time to put my breathing apparatus on? If you do it now, you should be just about right.
Gears down for runway landing.
160, right? Hold it there.
Gears down for runway landing.
Hold it there. 50.
Gears down for runway
140. I'm doing 40. I'm doing 53.
Gears down for runway landing.
Bit of speed just to hold me up there.
53 in a 60 zone. Ooh.
Right, I'm going to land. Oh, because that's showing you where you should land, isn't it, to be honest?
Gears down for runway landing.
Oh, shut about the gears, Gil.
Right, I'm at
Gears down
80.
for runway landing.
Trying to see where you are, Empire. I can't see you anywhere.
Just see, do you,
Holding at
you,
60. I'm literally scraping the top of the water here now.
you see the pier, Dan?
Nope.
It's in front of you.
I see a boat.
Yeah, and then next to that is a pier. That's where I'm
20.
at.
Skim across the water, 50. Come on, you can do this.
You go through the pier, actually.
No bounce. Ish. No, this was a good oh, that was perfect. 50 did it. I knew I'd do a good landing. I knew it. Oh, God. Perfect. That was absolutely perfect, that was. God damn. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it.
Oh, there's a seagull there.
I know, right?
Just coming over to you guys now.
Moving seagull. Well, it's stuck on my screen.
Right.
At least we've got to see some animals.
Main menu. Continue.
What I don't understand is on the other one, you know those flaps at the back, these things, you used to press a button and they would go down to slow you down in the water.
Yeah, well, fortunately this one doesn't.
No.
It's always down.
No, mine's up. Always up.
Where did we just land then? I can't remember now.
Would you ever do a stream for train sim? I used to do trains a lot, and to be honest, I've actually got the new train game that's out. It's a bit like
AED, where the hell's
ATS and ETS, where you actually run a train company and everything. I bought that a while back, and that's quite a good game. It's quite a good game, actually.
AED to WSJ now, Empire.
Yes, WSJ.
To KLL.
Now we're going to AED to WSJ. That's our next flight.
Sounds
My
like
accountant's
Ukraine.
just brought a convertible seaplane that he has. Retractable wheels. I've given. Oh, okay. You've got Train Sim 2.
Right, next one.
What platform you play on? This is what you call it. This is PC.
Oh, my dog is going ape.
I'm going to try and see if I can get to the. Look at this, Empire. I've got right to. Oh, don't crash into it. Don't go and ruin things. Oh, we're going to hit it. Oh, God. Oh,
You're
God.
gonna throw
Oh,
it
God.
instead.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that was perfect. As good as. That was as good as perfect. Right, we have to stop there because this plane does not stop. Right, that was good. I enjoyed that one. I did enjoy that one, to be fair. I did a good
mate,
landing.
this is... That's hard as we're gonna do. We set this thing now.
Right, next flight. WSJ, here we come.
What are you doing, Dev? I'm concerned about Dev. What are you actually doing now then? Are you going to reload it back up or?
No, I've shut it down. I'm just sitting in chat.
Dev.
Dev is crying with tears.
We are AED. AED we're at, aren't we? And we're going to WSJ.
Oh, if you go Shift P, it actually makes your plane stop.
Yeah, but that's not what you're supposed to do.
Well, I can do my bits and pieces while the plane's not going all over the place. Oh my god, I'm not even thinking of seeing that right now.
Which?
I see a Piper plane on the water.
Okay. On the water?
Yeah.
Which it can't do because it's not got floats.
I know.
Who's flying there? Me.
Are you in?
I'm in it. At the icon. I took the. I'm changed to the icon now.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
god. Oh god. Why don't this thing stop?
Shift P helps.
Shift P.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And then just remember to Shift P back when you're about to take off.
No, it doesn't. Shift P is sending it backwards. Right,
Yeah, but
hang on.
Shift P with your brakes on.
I think my brakes are on. Oh god. Oh god. Oh gosh, it just keeps going backwards and forwards.
You have to bloody set the autopilot in this thing.
Looks like a car.
Whoa, he's in that Piper.
You're in the Piper for me.
I'm going to run him over anyway.
I'm not a old Piper, mate. I'm in this. The icon.
Yeah, but on my screen you're a Piper.
I have to do this quick because the plane won't stay still. Let's go 2000.
I'm going. It doesn't stay still at all.
I know, stay still. How do you have brakes on water? Well, the plane kind of just sits there. It won't move, if you get what I mean. That
But
kind of...
Bit of anchors.
Well, the idea is those things at the back that are supposed to point down in the water to stabilise it. Just trying to work out what I'm actually doing here. 2000, I'm at 3. Let's get my heading on.
Yeah.
Come on. We're going to be going over to that way very soon. So we're heading over that way. So I'm not hitting the heading hole until we're up in the air. I'm going to try my best to miss this goddamn boat. Right, what have we got? Let's Just check the flaps. Let's get one flap on. And so we've got that done, that done, that done, that done, that, and then FDs are on. Make sure they just check that. Yep, FDs are on. Let's go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go, boys. I'll have to turn around because I've not got. I might be able to make this.
400, 400. Yeah. 500 then. Well, AED, thank you, goodbye.
Nice and steady, so I can just clip the top of the mast on this goddamn yacht.
Oh, flip.
And then when I start losing altitude, take the flaps off, and I can climb better. There we go. Climbing too fast at the moment. I think we may have to go. I'm going to turn myself that way. I'm going to go, guys. Have a good stream. I'll see you all next week. Sloth, thank you very, very much for that, mate. Have a happy Halloween as well, sir.
No. That plane's no good.
Thank you. Thank you very much as well. And thank you for using that Twitch Prime in the channel. I do appreciate that. That is very, very generous.
I got that line.
Just want to get a bit of height on this thing.
Got some snow up here.
Yeah, because I'm looking at these mountains. They're a lot higher than we expected.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to 3.
Yeah, missed.
Change my altitude to 2.6. Right, if I put that on and that on, I should be okay now. Yeah, there we go. 50's up. Uncomfortable. Where's Empire? Dan's behind, mate. You in front, Empire?
Don't know.
No, are you in front? Sorry.
I don't know actually.
Empire is, yeah. Empire went before
Yeah,
as well. I've changed my plane again.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I've gone.
So if
That
I
icon's
go-
gone. That icon, mate, is no good. It's gone to autopilot.
Yeah, well, what doesn't mean it's any good.
I'm not flying it freehand. No way.
Okay, we'll go that way. I need to get past this mountain for a start.
Which mountain?
Yeah, so
I see
the
like
one
3 or
that's-
4 ones.
There's
3 or
one
4.
Oh, I'm higher than them now. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm up to 2. I'm coming to 2.6, and if I stay between them, I'll be okay. Yeah, this is not too bad. Yeah, this is not too bad. I may need to go a little bit higher actually. Yeah, I may need to go a little bit higher looking at that. I feel a little bit. Okay. I don't see Empire though. Are you that far ahead, Empire?
I'm literally still climbing. I'm about 8 minutes out.
What altitude are you at there?
2,000 feet in climbing.
Yeah, I'm at. I'm just going up to 3,000 feet. Just looking at where.
I'm not on the gentle. I'm kind of like left, far left.
Yeah, I'm kind of weaving my way through the mountains. I'm heading more or less to the magenta line. Because looking at where these mountains are here, I reckon there's something like about 3,000 feet.
I'm passing one now and it's higher than me.
And what? And you're at 2,000, yeah?
Yep.
Right, exactly. And I'm at 3, so I'm trying to weave around them if I can.
But the one in front of me is even higher.
I'm just going to weave through them.
I'm again.
Yeah, I'll weave through them. Oh, I can see you now. You're over to my left.
Yeah, lucky you're not over here. I might have to do a U-turn.
Yeah, I can see where the mountains are, so I'm going to try and go around. Because the yellow patches is the higher part of the mountain, so...
As long as it's not red.
Oh, yeah. So if I can try and come through that valley there...
Oh, I can see the airport anyway. I'm only 10 miles out. It's the other side of these mountains.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite way. You're going... Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite... Oh, hang on. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Excuse me. I can go down. I can follow this valley just here. Try and follow that valley. That might be a better way. Yeah, that might be a better way.
Especially for landing. Follow the valley.
Follow the valleys. Then I can go out to that far one and I'll be on the same line that you're on then. Because that's actually where the magenta line's kind of taking me. Yeah, I think I'm good there for a bit.
I think these animals that we are seeing is just added in the mod packs that we installed.
I'm not seeing any animals, so
We've seen a couple bears, but that was bears and birds, but that was it. There were static animals.
I've seen nothing. Not a thing.
No, the animals are in the game, Empire.
Yeah, but the animals we've seen today, they're part of the mods that we installed.
Maybe.
So is that where this lot's generated from, the download that you gave us?
Yes. Otherwise we wouldn't be landing in water.
I can see a bit of a gap just here that I can go that way, come down the water here. I might do that. So this is my plan of attack, guys.
Nose
So
down.
my plan of attack is to come down here and go that way. I don't know if it's going to work for me.
That's what I'm doing,
That's
actually.
the idea. Yeah, that's the idea, because then you're going down the full length of the water here. Full length, yeah.
That's what I'm at. That's what I'm at. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Or to be fair, I need to just stay where the mountains aren't so high. Right, while that's doing that, I'm going to nip to the ladies.
Oh, I'm close.
Yeah, that kind of looks right for me. So let's have a look where this...
I have to take full control.
It's literally just there. So I could, in fact... Yeah, let me take control, see if I can do something different. Let's take control. Take that off and let's turn. Let's do this.
500.
Yeah, let's do this.
Amazing.
Oh, in fact, no. I've just worked out why I shouldn't do that. I need a longer approach, don't I? Because I've worked out that if I can get this thing down to the right speed, it handles quite well. So I might as well go all the way around. Which is just this mountain here. So if I start to descend,
500.
I should be okay.
500.
Let's take that off. Start to descend.
500.
Here we go.
And down.
I'm just coming in now.
There's a building this
That's
time
better.
with a ship.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make a left turn. Coming on the right.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Yeah, we can get some
that
food
what
and
it is?
beer. Yay, it's a restaurant. Hey.
Oh God, that's not good. It's better. There we go. Come on, slow down, baby. There we go. Slow yourself down, sweetie. Come on. Come on.
Right.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm miles away.
I know, right?
Coming in a little bit fast. Oh, nice. Nice. 50's down. Yeah, 50's down. Right near the boat. Go on, 50. Another good landing. Oh, look at that. There we go. 50 is down. Right near the marker. Let's turn this baby round.
Actually, inside the marker.
Yeah, that was good. That was for me again. Just trying to get used to the yeah, that was nice.
Makes me laugh how this building is in water. It's like it's been flooded out. Ship simulator, this is.
Go. We go. 50's down. Let's take those off. Yeah, nice. Show these guys the barge. That's the barge. There's Empire, look.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Right. Because because it doesn't stop, I don't want it to go into the boat or anything like that. So
You go through it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you go through it.
Yeah, I did. I went through it because I couldn't stop, so I just. Ah.
So we're at WSJ, aren't we? WS.
ESJ.
Going to KKL.
Yeah, but try and pronounce that name.
Kodiak Lake. Okay, that's quite 27. That's not too bad.
At least we're going through them.
Why don't we... The distance between Carlu Lake and Deadman isn't that far. Why don't we just go from there to Dead Lake, to Deadman Bay?
Because it's not on the flight plan.
And
Bollocks to the flight plan.
there it is.
Bollocks to it, maybe we could put a man down, boys. We've got to take, you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Bollocks to the flight plan.
Oh, that is such a card.
Dead man, the airport's literally, we can actually just drive there or walk there. That's how close it is, to be honest.
That's
it
what I
that
mean. So
close?
it's pointless flying to Carlo Lake and then going from there to Deadman. Might as well just go from here to Deadman.
Oh, I get what you mean. Is that what you got to do? Go there and come back? We're going to get this done within a half an hour or so anyway, to be fair.
We've got another 2 left.
So I'm going to go to 3,000 on this one because the how high the
Why did I put my parking brake on?
go for. It's this heading thing that we can do it that way, can't it?
No, I think we need to climb it. Definitely more than yeah, probably about 3.
I'm climbing at 4.
Because everywhere's yellow.
Yeah. I can actually try and climb and see if I can turn to the left of these mountains, if I can get that done. Let's get a flap on here.
Oh, yep.
I'm going to go. This thing is so hard to control on the water, it really is.
And as soon as you get faster, it likes to bounce.
Yeah, but what I do is as soon as it starts to bounce, I just pull the stick right back. Try and get some speed. Hold it steady. And then when it goes over, like it's showing 350, I just hold it and you can just go down the valley. As soon as
Go
you
down
get
the
some
valley.
height and speed, I want to get to I'm going to go round. Oh, nice one, Empire.
What's up?
Get some speed.
Okay, we have to follow the river for quite a while, to be honest.
Well, yeah, just to turn round, it's easier, isn't it? And
Yeah.
then there's a little gap where it's low that we can go through before I can get back onto that magenta line. It's just a little gap. Let's put that on. I'm losing speed. Oh God.
Doesn't like climbing around 800, to
It
be
doesn't
honest.
like climbing at all. I know, I've noticed that. And when you're turning, sometimes you're losing speed as well, aren't you, if you turn too sharp?
500 will be my max for climbing rate.
Yeah, it doesn't like to climb, does it, this thing? So we've got to go past the one where you are, Dan. Where you are, Dan, at the moment, that's where we've got to head just down that gap.
Yeah, I just took off, set autopilot. And
Oh,
away it
right,
goes.
okay.
Everybody hits a mountain, hits a mountain.
Oh, God.
Which mountain though, Dan? Which mountain?
Any of them, mate, are bollocks to it.
The one that's called Jack or Bill?
Oh,
Oh.
Losing speed.
500.
About 500 feet.
I'm at 1,600.
Once you pass this big, huge mountain, you're kind of safe after that.
Well, I'm
I
trying
think.
to cut through a little gap here. I've just seen a gap here that we can do, but then there's another one as soon as you come through this gap here as well.
see that actor today who shot the director?
Eh?
An actor for the film.
Yeah,
He shot the bloody director.
Regine, thank you very, very much for taking the time to hit that follow button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a spooky welcome.
Alec Baldwin, M50.
Hold on a second. What?
Alec Baldwin.
He's
His name
done
is-
what?
He shot one of the. He shot 2 people on the set.
What, by accident?
Looks by accident, yeah. Mrs. Hutchins, 42, was shot on the set of the Western Rust while working as director of photography.
So somebody put real bullets in it, didn't they?
I don't know, but he killed 2 people.
no, one
Well, he
person's
killed one.
dead.
Killed one and injured the other person.
Yeah, but he can't have done that. He would never have done something like that on purpose. God damn.
Yeah,
You'd kill him.
the person who shot the weapon didn't even realize it was properly loaded.
That's what I thought. So why would it have had real bullets in it anyway, to be honest?
You should have blanks, fake blanks. But they're investigating it. It's down to the prop person who actually did it,
Of course it
who
is.
owns the weapon. I thought weapons in movies are fake anyway.
Dear God, you know what? When you hear stuff like this, you think to yourself, what the hell?
the first time I heard it for being on a film set.
No, I think some people. I think if you Google it or you thingy, I'm sure it's happened before. Trying to get through these mountains, and I can't see any small ridges around here. Oh, there's one just over there to the left.
They were trying to do a cowboy film on a cowboy location set at New Mexico.
Bruce Lee's son. Yes, it was a little brother. Bruce Lee's son was shot like that. Yeah, Brandon Lee. Was it when he was making The Crow? Because he never finished it, I think. Was it that
Yeah.
one, little buddy, when he was making The Crow?
It was, yeah, the Crow.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It says real firearms are often used in filming and loaded with blank
I
cartridges.
don't know why though. Yeah, it was. I don't know
Probably
why.
to make that realism, I suppose. Maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Give a
come
flash.
on. They use enough CGI stuff in films these days, and back when it first came out, where they can, to have a fake weapon, to me, is probably the right way to go, because then the idea is they're supposed to be the firing pin, it's filed down. So I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, they use real weapons, don't they? They just put blanks in them.
No, they file the firing pin down.
Yeah, I know that, but they use a real gun.
Oh, I don't know about that. And put blanks in it. That's just, that to me. That's still not securing, is it? Because
That's
that's
what
how
it says.
these things
That's-
happened.
That's what it says there. They use real guns and put
Wow.
blanks in them.
The actors have to have a license to use a real gun then.
I don't know, mate. I don't know how these films
Because
all work.
to have a weapon in America, you have to have a license.
have
Most
to have a
films that are
license
out
for
there,
every
mate, are all crap anyway.
And again,
It
some,
doesn't make sense to me, that, dude. I'm sorry. That makes no sense to me at all. I think that's really, really,
and again,
that's
most
really,
people in
really bad.
America's
That
got
is.
guns.
I'm trying to see if I can get over here, because all this. Don't know what you've picked here, Empire. God damn.
Oh, there's a film set below me. They're firing their weapons off.
So,
500.
oh God, there we go. That's low. I've just noticed. That's why I'm not climbing as good as I should be. God damn flaps. That's better.
It started off where it's pretty flat lands, and now it's ended up hilly.
Yeah. I'm just trying to weave my way through the mountains.
We could get down to chop the mountains away for us.
I mean, the idea with these things, if you go up to something like 4,000 or 5,000 feet and you get too close, you've got no chance of getting your speed down in order to land on the water.
Yeah, well, I just have the engine on idle and go down.
Yeah, but you're still gaining speed as you're falling, though, aren't you? That's the difference.
Yes.
So it's a difficult one to do. I was on the set of Warhorse when it was filmed at Wesley Airfield, and they had real. No, I'm not. I don't things like that. Real guns. I know. Honestly, I'm at nearly what? I'm at 4,002.
About 3,000 still.
Yeah, but you're not where we are.
Oh, I'm getting close to a couple mountains, but I'm just zigzagging.
Tell you what I'm going to do, then I can look at my descent when I get there. Let's do this.
Tell you what though, mate, that Alec Baldwin looks like a good wash, you'd kill him.
I don't know, I don't mind to stuff like that, to be honest.
He needs a bloody haircut and a shave. He looks like a meth.
But it could be his character, though, that he was dressed up. You get what I mean?
He needs a...
Don't forget, they all have to get into character.
Probably get a good nice scale for that.
Right, let's go up at 300.
Sticky bot. What the flip? Hate it when people do that.
What's that?
I get strangers sending you direct private messages in Discord advertising other things.
In Discord?
Yeah, I get a lot of PMs.
Block them. Block them.
I do, but they keep coming in different usernames.
That needs to go down a little bit. Let's give him this speed. Oh, I can see how low you are. You're zigzagging like mad, aren't you?
But I have no choice to climb now.
Well, I've climbed. I'm at 5,100 at the moment, and then if there's any flat as we get closer, let me just have a look at that one. It still doesn't flatten down, but there's a lovely where the lake is. If you go over to the right and come in at the far end, you can literally take it left or the right. So I might go down that water. Oh, PAL, P-A-L-B. If you head towards that marker and then go down and turn over to your left, you should be okay coming in on that one. So I'm going to head there, which is this side here. I'm going to try and do that. Let's do that. That looks like it might be a good way to approach. And then turn over to the left. Yeah, that looks right to me. It seems a lot better. Oh, I think the game's going to crash.
Oh god.
I've been messing around with the map.
I thought that should have been fixed.
Oh my god. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I thought that should have been flipping
It
fixed.
should have been fixed, but we've just had an update which has probably unfixed it.
That's true.
Are you there, Dev?
Wow.
Yes, still here.
I'm with you now. Because I ain't going back on.
What happened there? Crash 50?
All I was doing was resizing the map.
Nick
I didn't
crashed
click
it.
on it, I was resizing it. And it decided to freeze on me.
Always seems to be after an update.
It's always the same though, isn't it? I mean, look at me. Just so you guys are aware what was going off earlier on. I loaded up Flight Sim. I'll have a chat with chat while you guys are doing that. I loaded up Flight Sim. I then decided to do the update, which went well. I then had an issue where I put the liveries back into the community folder and they were showing up as pink. I then went to restart the game and it wouldn't. No, I went to delete some of the files out of the community folder and it wouldn't let me do it. So I then restarted the PC, just restart, not a shutdown, a restart, and it would not load up or show my M2 drive. It wouldn't show it at all. Went into Steam, and Steam was saying Microsoft Flight Simulator is not installed, and I went, oh, what the hell? So I restarted the PC again, and it was still missing that 5th drive. So I did a cold shutdown, and it found it. So I don't know what's going off. I'm not in the mood where I want to start faffing around and playing around with it. Do you get what I mean? When you've paid so much for it. So, to be fair, that is it. The best film set I have been on is 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves. It was filmed in the back lot of Shepton Studio. Oh, I can remember Shepton Studios. They used to bring some good films out on that, didn't they, back in the day? I always remember that one. Shepton Studios. Yeah, I remember that. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let's go on to this one straight away. Give me. And then.
Oh my god. Why is this game still got bloody issues, man? It's a joke, isn't it? It's an absolute joke.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I think
it's worse, mate. You've put 2 men down. How can it be any worse than that?
No, I think it is for what? For what?
Put 2 men down, man. It can't be any worse than that, then.
Yeah, I think it is. I've got to say.
Shit.
For what it is, it shouldn't be like that.
It's shit. Just use them words. Shit. The planes are
I
shit.
should have said something else rather than.
Make sure this the last time we fly these little shitheads.
Wait, what?
Make sure this the last time we fly these shitty little planes.
Oh.
Airliners for the win, mate. These are bloody crap.
Oh dear God. Oh God. I don't know what to do. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think what we should do is load up FSX and get Dan to do that in
I'll
small
do that,
planes.
no problem. I'll still do FSX. I've got no issue with that, mate.
In small planes.
No. Airliners.
Oh.
These little planes, mate, are dog shit.
No, they're not.
I don't think they are.
No, they're not.
I've got to disagree with you. I've got to disagree with you. I don't think they are. I really don't think they are.
They're slow.
I understand where you're coming from with your
just
not liking them.
slow.
They're supposed to be
But I
slow.
don't
They're
think-
not meant
I
to
don't
go
think
super
it's worth
fast.
that personally. I think that I enjoy flying them some of the time. I like the fact that you kind of have more control over them. That's what I like about them. I think you have a lot more control over the small Cessna thing than you do these big planes when you program them. You've done the MCDU.
They are quicker
you
to get
set your
up.
flight plan, and then it's not about that though, is it? And then what you do is you just sit back and make sure you're ready to land, because that's all you do. But when you look at some of these Cessnas, you have to literally fly them. That's what I like about them, to be honest. And I think that's where a lot of people go for them. I mean, I understand you've got your die-hard flight simmers that want to do the MCDU and do all the flights that they do, and I get that. I'm not going to knock, because I do understand it and I do get it. But I don't know.
Oh, there. I can see you, Dan. Wait,
I
oh,
really don't.
you're
know,
heading.
boys.
You're heading from the right.
So we have.
I'm following this little cut through the mountain.
Yeah, which mountain? I can't
I'm just trying to
descend
think
yet.
if it's worth me.
I'm going to take full control in a way.
No, I don't know. I don't know, boys. It's just crashed on me, and I don't know if it's worth loading it back up again. What do you reckon?
We've got
I
one
don't
last
know.
flight left, so
Oh, go on then. I just have to remember not to mess around with the not to mess around with the, what you call it. Can you change the install from Flight Simulator to other yes, you can, because I have no room. Yeah, you can. What you do is if you go into you may have to reinstall it there, but if you go into Steam, Ton, you can move it to whichever drive that you have got a Steam account on, because you can create them through Steam anyway.
and then you have to re-download 60 gigs again.
He might not have to though, because it might move it automatically.
It
and just
doesn't.
read.
It only
Don't
it only moves the launcher, which is about 300 megabytes.
Well, I've moved most games and it takes everything, even the save file and
That's
everything.
how Steam works. Is you download a 300 megabyte software called
Yeah.
Oxford Flight Simulator launcher, and
Yeah.
then when you open up the launcher then downloads all the following files onto
But
a
thing you
drive.
don't open like that though, does it?
Because when I
Go on.
when I verified my files, because I had an
Yeah, but
issue
when
one time.
right, when you're verifying your files, you are more or less reinstalling them again.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you're moving it to another drive, it normally takes everything to that other drive, because this hasn't got its own launcher as such, is it?
Yeah, every game's got a launcher.
No, Steam. I know how Steam works. I've moved loads of games to make space on a drive. I've moved loads. Continuing normal mode. I'm not going into safe mode.
But yeah, wait, Ton's, as long as Ton's got it on an
must install
SSD,
it
should
to
be all
have-
good.
Oh, hang on a minute. I must install it. I have not yet downloaded. Oh, if you haven't downloaded it, you can download it to any drive, can't you?
Yep.
I haven't got it on an SSD. I've got
No,
it
you
on
don't
my
have to have
hard
it
drive.
on an SSD. You don't have to have it on an SSD. It probably runs better on an SSD for loading scenery and things like that, but you don't have to have it on an SSD.
Going the wrong direction. Oh well.
I think a lot of people only go for the SSD because of the loading speed of games anyway. I have not got enough room on my C drive. Take something off that you don't use.
Yeah,
I bet you any money we've all got stuff on your C drive that you haven't used for months, if not years.
yeah, take your
it
chuck off.
Take it off. That's what I would suggest.
Flip, that was a bounce.
Anyone know what this 1.42 update was for Euro? So what's involved in that?
Remember when they were on about? Hold on a second. I think I might be able to remember, and although my brain's gone to pots.
Is that the Steam Workshop mod 50?
Yeah.
That's it, to allow the mods to work in multiplayer. That's what it is. Because it was on beta 1.42 that you had to roll it to, but I think it's out now, isn't it? So it means, but I don't know how it works. Do we all have to have the mod, or?
Well, basically, when we all log in, let's say you're the host with the mods installed. When we log in to the server, it would tell you what mods are required, and it automatic downloads for us on our system.
Oh, that's good then.
So it's no messing around.
No, that's good.
And also, in the workshop, it will tell you if it's supportive and
Compatible.
workable or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, they made it simple and easy, so which is pretty good. So we can actually get different tracks now.
The idea is that we all have the same skin
Yeah.
on the
Hopefully.
truck. That's the idea. Right, so I might as well go to KKL and wait for you there.
Yep, KKL to PZ07. And I'm down. I'll load back in again.
Z07.
Should be GGL, to be honest. Oh, so many water runways this time. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it doesn't. Oh, this one looks like it might be fun. It looks like it might be fun. I
Wait,
have
I-
lots of down. Say,
He said those 7.
37 gig. Go on, see. Just look at what you don't use so much or something you don't play, and that's going to probably give you. What do you need for Microsoft Flight Sim? Is about 180 gig or something daft like that?
For just for default as it is about 120. By the time you add all the world updates, which is about 6 or 5 of them, it goes up to about 200 gigabytes.
What I thought.
That's
something
without the
like that.
mods. If you put in mods and modifications like we do, you're looking at 230 gigabytes.
Yes, there's a lot. Okay, so 4,000 feet I'm going to go to. Climate 3. Heading, actually the heading's not going to be important at the moment. Let's get on the water, let's take that. Oh, let's get on the water.
Why you put me on land?
Oh, you were actually spawned right in front of me, I take. Yeah.
Yeah, same spot.
Okay.
Wheels up and let's go, boys.
Makes you laugh that when you put the wheels here, it stops and everything, but when you got on the water, it don't. Right, you go straight off.
Hang on, put the wheels back up. I'm still on land.
Oh, right. Oh, you want to go that way, don't we? Oh, you can't. Have to go this way.
Stall.
You ain't even been up here.
I have. Twice.
I didn't see anything.
Too busy talking, but it's not disturb you.
Oh, you use that as an excuse.
Never.
Oh dear, can I have one then?
A drink.
I've got a
Right.
drink, I'm alright for that.
I think that's
I know. I didn't even realise, you know, to be honest. Right, this is going to be a bit of a pain where I'm heading, to be honest. Because I need to get high. These mountains are very, very high. Empire.
Already Valley.
Oh, come on, game. Right, now my thing's not working. Track IR's not working. Okay, what about that? That resets. Oh, hang on, that resets. No, it's not working. It don't want to work. No, that's gone. So there's a little gap just here that I'm heading to. If I can get the high.
I was just thinking the same thing there, Dev. 1 gigabyte or 1 terabyte. 1 gig won't be enough, Tom.
For the very first original flight sim, it would. Back in the
I remember
80s.
Flight Sim like 95, man.
I
Blooming hell.
know. That weren't big, if you think about it.
I bought a bloody brand new PC for that thing.
I'm going to try this. I'm just going. I can't turn my head to have a look, so I've got to try this. Because somehow my scratch chins. Yeah, Steam is the way to go. Oh, well, I think so. Hello, mate. How are you? Right, so let me just set this to climb at 4. Hit auto, and then hit that. There we go. Oh, just leave it on there, Janet. All right, let me just set this. Right, so if I set that.
500.
Right, so I should hopefully just clear those 4,000. I think I might need to go higher.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that should be all right. Climbing at 7.
Piers up for water landing. Piers up for water landing. Piers up for water
How you doing,
landing.
Scrap?
Piers up for water landing.
Just want to make sure I can get over
Piers up for water landing.
this. I fly a real plane at next month 50. Whoa.
Piers
Can
up
you
for
fly
water
one,
landing.
little buddy?
Piers up for water landing.
That's what you're telling me. So I'm about 80 knots, climbing at 650. It's holding steady. I'm just coming to 3,000 odd feet. Well, 2829. Yeah, I am flying out of White Wilton Airfield next month. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, that's nice. That's good, that is.
What plane is it then?
Yeah, what plane are you flying in? Whereabouts are you, Empire?
Trying not to hit the mountain.
Oh, okay.
I'm literally, well, I'm about 6-7 miles from KKL,
Oh, okay.
and I can see Ogler Bay 13 miles to my
I
left,
will be
right.
flying the Piper Warrior, the A28.
Oh, nice. As Dan mentioned, it would be crap. Because it's a small plane and it's slow. God.
That's how you learn, though, innit? You have to start in these little crappy things.
Oh boy, they're not crappy though. They're quite good aircrafts. I mean, you could have someone that says, "Oh, commercial plane. Oh, they're crappy. I like small ones because they're too fast."
The difference
Preference.
is, Dan, this is where it all started. That's all you need to remember.
Yeah, it is. This is where you have to start off. You have to
Yeah.
start in these little birds to get yourself your CPL, to get your PPL.
How many years?
You get your PPL and you get your CPL. You can become a pilot in 8 months.
Yeah, that's a pilot, but how many years does it take to fly the, you know, like the A320s and the commercial stuff like that?
Oh,
It's about 16 months.
yeah, we're going to find the money from to get to train.
You get in it. I think you look for what are they called? The likes of EasyJet and that. They will pay for you to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But you have to pay it back out your wages. They give you like half. But you've got to have the man to do it. You know what I mean? You've
I
got to
think
be.
the right altitude, Empire, is 4,500.
I'm coming up to 4,000 now, and I'm skimming it.
You've got to have
I
a
flew a kite once. You know
maths,
what? Do you know
English.
what? Honestly, scratch. I'll tell you now. That is a lot easier to fly.
There it is.
Everybody's flown a kite, I should think, as a child.
I haven't.
Never.
Of course
come
I
on.
have. Oh. I remember flying
you
a
used to
kite and
get
get
those-
stuck in the tree.
Can you remember, Dev, when you used to get those 50p or the £1 lucky bags? And some of them used to have them small kites and things in them that you used to have to put together. They were small, but they used to do okay.
God, yeah, I remember them.
Gosh. They
Do you
were
remember you used to
brilliant.
get the little soldier with the parachute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah, yeah.
It never
It was-
bloody
yeah.
worked though, did it?
It did. If you did it right,
Right,
they were
did.
brilliant.
Yeah, put a sticky
Yeah,
bomb
right
on
then.
it.
Yeah, they were brilliant. They were.
No, they work ideal if you go to the top of a 20-story building and drop them off.
Remember the little foam
In the middle of
aeroplanes? used to
London.
be made out of foam.
Yeah, it's polystyrene ones, I think
That's
it was,
right,
wasn't it?
yeah, yeah.
The polystyrene planes. They were brilliant. They were.
Yeah.
The acrobatic ones.
Well, I remember there was either the foam things or made with balsa wood.
I go look on Steam. My 1 terabyte drive have enough room over.
500.
There was
Should be
a
able
shop by
to.
ours used to make model aeroplanes. He used to make RC ones.
Oh, they're fun.
He had a load up in his shop. He's gone now. Like it was called the CB Shack. Used to do all
Oh
radios
yes,
and
DD
stuff.
Shack, yes.
He was called the CB Shack. Yeah, he's long.
Yeah.
He's gone now, long gone.
Was
But,
it Radio Shack or CD Shack?
he called himself the CB Shack.
Oh, okay. But there was a Radio Shack, wasn't there?
There was, yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen the film called about the radio on the boat? What's it-
No.
Oh, I forgot what it's called, but that
Radio on the boat, you just said.
it's no, it's based on a true story where back in the
Radio
'60s.
Cadillac.
No,
No, it's back in
Train
it's back in the
pilot.
'60s when you have
Yeah.
these radio
License
stations,
and much
pirated
after 9/11,
radio
that's why
stations.
X-plane has.
Yeah, it was called Radio Cadillac.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
that's
yeah,
the
that
one.
was. Oh, back in the
Remember
60s,
Radio
that was.
That was
Caroline,
on
yeah.
a boat. Yeah, that was on a
Yeah,
boat.
back in
Yeah.
the 60s.
That was pretty good.
I don't remember it, mate. I wasn't born in the 60s.
Tony Blackburn, that's where he started off. Radio Caroline.
Well, I remember when I
on a
wasn't
ship
born.
in it was in the RSC, wasn't it?
I don't know where
wasn't
it
sure.
was.
Off the coast of Wales.
Probably, wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, they did drugs there too, so it was illegal.
Oh dear God.
Well, in the middle of nowhere, there's no law over the ocean. Remember? That's
There
what Dan
is.
said.
There isn't no law. Well, once you get a certain mile out, it's international law.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to be the stick in the mud here. How can you have international law and then say you have no law?
It's called international waters.
It's a law.
There's no laws, 50.
We flying over it. We make a law.
Once you reach international waters, that's it.
So how comes that when you look at these modern day pirates and they always strike in international waters, they still get arrested?
Or the
If there's no
LAPD.
law. Answer that question for me.
Because they're off the coast of countries, aren't they?
Yeah, so whatever law that country has goes into the international waters.
No,
That's
because
how it works.
Oh,
these
boy.
boats don't go into international waters for that reason. They
Fight,
go
fight,
so many
fight,
miles
fight,
off
fight,
the
fight,
coast,
fight,
so
fight,
they
fight.
so
Yeah,
they're
they
underneath.
do. I get
so
that.
they-
I understand. I totally understand what you're saying.
So
But
they're
if you're
under
off the
laws.
coast of any continent or country, you follow their laws. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's for a certain radius.
I'm not going to agree. The
Do
law
look
carried
at
on to the sea is covered by the Solus. I had to communicate with them when I worked on the border forces. Right, there you go.
We should go right
There is a
into it.
law. I know there's a law. There's laws everywhere.
Doesn't
It's
mean
just
that
part
abide
and
by them,
parcel.
though, does it?
Well, probably, but I know there's laws everywhere off the coast of any country, anything you do, because the pirates always go back to a country, then the laws apply. They never say, yeah, exactly. They don't know, they never stay in international waters. I don't understand it 100%, but I know there are laws out there. I know there is.
It is a weird one, and I think
I
that's
know.
why everything done beyond those, I think 7 miles outside the harbour walls.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed for England with Dover, places like that, where all decisions are made, you know, on ferries and whatever, are all made by the captain. He becomes the law on his ship.
Yeah, probably. But there's laws everywhere. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's really crazy.
We've got laws tonight. It's called. And let me think first.
Exactly. You keep thinking.
I just.
When you are doing the rounds with your hostess, oh my good God, Jimmy, on this? Oh, come on.
So, Empire, don't think too long, because we can only take a certain amount of smell of burning.
There it is. Yeah, my I've got steam coming out my ears. Yeah, I saw Dan.
Oh,
came
Mr.
down.
Taxdu, how the devil are you? I'm going to have to use the map on the actual aircraft.
Yeah.
Because if I open that map and move it around,
That's what she
I'm
said.
going to get problems. Right, so how do I... Oh, you use this one on the range, don't you? Does it work? Yes, it does. Oh, nice. There we go. 50's heading straight for it. So I should be able to start to descend. Oh, these are high mountains. I'm going to go out and go in that way. I'm going to come in this way. Try and get down that gap there, look.
I hear a plane, but I don't see one.
I see what you're saying now, Dan, about this WSJ. We've just landed there, haven't we? Did we not take off from that one at one stage and go around here and go back?
Nope.
Going to PZ07, aren't we?
Yep. That's where we are now.
I'm there now, I'm down.
I don't know where I'm going then. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm going to SWJ.
Yeah, that's the wrong one.
Right, so...
SWJ or KKL?
Which one we going to?
The last one, 07.
What did I put in then?
He said 07.
Well, why am I heading? Oh, I'm gonna land at this one. I don't know what's going off. I'm messed up.
Yeah, I think you're going the wrong heading.
I'm going the wrong way.
I don't see Dan for some odd reason. Where are you, Dan? Round the corner?
Yeah, I've set my flight plan to KKL. Oh, I went KKL to S.
WSJ.
Yeah.
Going back to front. There it is.
Oh, do you know
Parked
what?
up right by the little building, mate.
Well, I'm not gonna.
where's the
I'm just
building?
gonna fly this one. I am. God damn. It's been a long night.
Now let me do this. I'll find the building.
It's been a long... I'm nearly there anyway. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
Yeah, I'll give him this 150. Ireland's
What?
in international waters, right? If a
Yeah.
piece of land is unclaimed or you build your own artificial island in international waters, you can claim it as your own.
Okay.
So therefore, no laws apply in international waters.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
Which is a good thing, because if you claim any land there, you make the laws.
There's the
Exactly.
Yeah.
building.
But you can't make laws if there isn't no laws.
You can if it's a bit. You can,
Your land, you can.
you can if you claim a bit of land. If you claim the land in there.
Oh. You know I'll always argue that. Right, I need to start descending because
I
otherwise
don't
I
see
ain't
a
getting anywhere.
building.
Let's take that off.
You see it now?
Let's start to
Right,
come down
right.
50.
Nope.
I'm actually right where you're meant to land. I'm meant to park.
50's off to claim the land in international waters.
Is it in
I'm
front of
going
me?
to-
Hang on.
Laws only apply to other peeps. Oh, get off.
Let me go
Tax
forward.
do. Has anybody been watching a 24 Hours in Police Custody?
Yeah.
Right, the one about the black guy that was molesting the underprivileged children.
I haven't watched that one yet, but my
Oh
auntie was
my
telling me about
God,
it.
that is absolutely honestly a 5-year-old.
You know what,
She was
50,
molesting a 5-year-old to the ages of 6, 7, 8, and 9 years
I
old.
don't think I'll be able to watch that one, mate.
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
God, it
brilliant.
is honestly, it is so bad what he was doing.
My brother Boyle ever watched that one, mate, so there's no
She's
chance.
in.
I don't think
The
I can watch
difference
that
is
one.
she's in her 40s now, and honestly, it's oh God, it was so heart wrenching when she was saying what he was doing to her.
Don't you?
saw
I,
that.
I just don't get people. I don't understand them. I
There's
really do
stuff
not
in it.
understand them.
But there's no jurisdiction for them. No, to get everything in our country, mate. I would literally cut their hands off and cut the bollocks off. I would.
I just do not understand anything about that. That is so bad. I'm going to have to go this way and try and. Oh, I'll have
Hey,
to turn
Dan.
again.
The last one I watched was the Amazon fella.
Oh yeah, have you not watched the Peri Peri chicken place?
No.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is, the Peri Peri chicken. Oh God.
Yeah, when my auntie was telling me about that paedophile one, I was like, oh, there's no way I
Yeah,
can watch that.
honestly,
because-
it is really bad. That one is.
But the police is shit though. As I said to you last week, I get them in the van, drive to a secluded place, and I would knock this shit out of them,
Again, look, without going back to, it's about the laws. Again, it's the laws because he was actually tried in court, and he got away with it all. And they're trying to reopen it and everything. And honestly, he's one of these guys where he has no remorse for anything he's done. What I hate is when they're interviewing him and all you hear is no comment, no comment, no comment.
Yeah, that does my head in.
It's freaking horrible.
No comment.
That is so bad
Right.
that he can do what he did and then have the audacity to just sit there going no comment. And you've got these children who are in their teens now saying what he did and how it affected them. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah,
No comment.
it's disgusting, mate. I don't think that's the only one I don't think I'd be able to watch, mate.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
As I said to my auntie when she was telling me, she was saying to me, he's just so blasé about
Honestly,
it. Like,
he's
I don't
incredibly
care.
blasé about it, as if to go,
I
so
don't care.
what? His attitude is so what? And it is absolutely disgusting what he did.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch it, mate. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to watch that one.
Trying to get the speed down before I hit this water.
50's favourite airport. It's landing there for the second time.
I know, and I don't know what I've done. Well, I do know what I've done.
That's where you crashed, didn't you?
No, not this one.
Dirty, horrible bastards, mate.
50's down again. There you go. Another good landing. Look at this. It does bounce like a bugger, though.
Yeah, even with
Oh,
slow
God.
speeds, it kind of bounce.
I know. And I've literally... There we go. I'm sure you can do this on a good landing, if you don't have the...
Yeah, stall a plane.
Yeah.
You see, have you read the little plaque on the top there? It says, baggage compartment and rear seat must not be occupied.
Where?
Look at the little marking to the. If you go to the left.
What
the
plane
top.
are you using?
I'm using the Cessna.
Okay.
I'm going to hit this because this
yeah.
thing does not stop. Let's do that and go this way around.
Here it says, category no aerobatic manoeuvres approved except those listed in the pilot's operating handbook. Baggage compartment and rear seat must not be
Oh,
occupied.
look at that. There we go. 50 did a good stop.
Open the doors on this baby.
Let's get the...
Flight into known icing conditions is prohibited.
Turn this baby around.
You can't open the doors in these, can you? Then?
Nope, doesn't let me.
Yeah, same here, mate. Be nice if you could fold down the blind.
The sun visor. Well, I see them flippering, but they don't come down.
Yeah, it's just pathetic, isn't it?
Wonder my PC's a bit odd.
Yeah, that was another good landing, although not the wrong place, but
Menu. Continue. Oh God.
Well, Dan just ends up on land. I'm just hit on water. Better turn off my engine.
I'm going to actually go into this place here.
Seeing as these airports have been giving people issues, mate, I think it's time for them to come out.
It's not too bad. I've enjoyed this, actually.
It's not the airport that's giving you issues, Dan.
I don't care, they're still coming out. Delete.
But it just don't stop. The
God.
plane does not stop.
Shift P.
No, it doesn't stop the plane. I think the only way it stops is if you put the if you turn the motor off, I think. See if I can do that.
Oh, take the battery off.
Oh God,
Clocks
no,
go
that's
back,
the wrong
don't they?
one.
When did the clocks go back? Is it today?
I don't know, you know.
What? Today? Tonight? What?
Our clocks go back on the 31st of this month.
Yeah, gonna say not today.
Go back at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Usually on a Saturday or Saturday
Yeah.
night.
Saturday night, Sunday morning normally.
Yeah.
Halloween night.
Normally at midnight, isn't it, when they come back? Don't look too bad. Take a picture of that.
I'm alone.
Oh dear, and that's it. I don't know why I ended up back here, to be honest. Not paying attention. I think it's when it crashed and that I was just putting them in, but I don't know why I've ended up here.
Probably because that restaurant selling
It's
food and
nice.
beer. Oh well. Seaplanes and for fortnight. Fortnight's actually helicopters, actually.
But now we're going to go with them.
And then
We
we've got
try and get
commercials.
in here. We try my best just to get here.
You can tell that building is being added by the mods.
Oh, you can tell I'm going to crash into it anyway. I'll probably end up
It's,
going through it.
it's actually on water.
Yeah, it won't stop either.
They should have do something about it, to be honest. Have
It
some
would have
kind
been
of
nice
anchor.
if you could have parked in here a little bit.
Usually have a rope and tie it up on the
No,
pier.
you're right. You go through it, don't you, look? And the turning circle on this thing is ridiculous.
A street light in
Yeah,
the
we just
water.
will not, the plane just will not stop, no
Oh,
matter
mate.
what you do.
Go, head towards the building.
No, I've gone literally round the building through where the boat is and everything. It won't stop. Right then, guys, that is it. That is it. Sorry, it's only a short stream. I am going to try and make it up to you guys and stream over the weekend, but that is it, guys. That's how it is. A short stream. I haven't streamed much this week, to be honest, to be fair, because of work. But I still want to thank you guys who stayed in the channel. There's still a fair few of you there, if that reading is correct that I'm looking at. But thank you guys. Thank you for the subs that I got this evening as well. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for Mr. Jaffa Cake for putting the 1,000 bitties in the channel. He always shows his appreciation in this channel. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. We've had a fair few new chatters as well, which is good. I like that. And they did manage to drop some subs in the channel. So that's good. Right, guys. This is it. So as you appear in Discord, Dan, would you like to say good night?
Yeah, good night, people. Thank you very much for sticking with all of us.
Yeah, and Mr. Devex.
Good night, folks.
And we have got Mr. Empire, who set the flight up and gave us the mods in order to do this. Thank you very much. Would you like to say good night?
Not a problem, and good night.
And from 50 guys, I want to thank you all again. I don't know what we're going to... Oh, we've got a little bit of a thing that we're going to do that I'm not going to say anything, but we're going to sort that out, aren't we? We're going to do that and have some fun, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do that. So, guys, I'm going to close Discord as of now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And boys, in my channel, konnichiwa. Right, guys, I'm going to end the stream as well. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. But with that, I will salute. I'm here. What? Hell yeah! Hell yeah!